What's going on, fellow Dominators? Brad here with Slider Domination. Now today, this video is for all the left-handed Dominators out there. So we're going to go through a left-handed pitcher dream sequence that can carve out a hitter and at-bat and his psyche. Now I picked up on this pitch sequence a few summers ago when I worked with a lefty. Now first off, he had good command of his pitches. That's vital for this to work. He was able to expand off the plate and get good hitters to chase. Then he'd come back inside and lock them up. Who wouldn't want that? So, let's get started. Now first things first, when you have good command of your fastball, everything else plays off of that. Now the sequence here is to the glove side of the plate for the lefty. It was cutter, slider, curveball. And from the catcher's point of view, I saw a pattern develop. These three pitches all came out of the hand identically and broke in the same direction. Now the discrepancy here was that all three pitches broke out of the zone in progressing order. The cutter broke just enough to miss the barrel of the bat, the slider was exaggeration of the cutter, and since most lefties throw in the 3/4 arm slot range, the curveball is more like a sharp slurve, breaking down and off the plate. And at the point of swing decision, they were all in the same spot. Pitch tunneling, it's not rocket science, it's been around forever. Now, needless to say, they all broke late and sharp. Hitters don't adjust too well to that. Now, to make matters even worse for the hitters, he could throw a good tailing fastball in typical lefty fashion to the arm side of the plate. Piggyback with a changeup, of course in the same location. That deadly combination which I love. Now the key to executing any sequence is to throw your pitches with immense conviction. Now my only advice for all of this is simple. Stay out of the middle of the plate and you'll be just fine. Therefore, work on expanding the plate with these pitches and it will push you to understand where you need to start each pitch and where they will finish. Now perfecting this sequence will also give you a game plan. So when you have the hitter set up, you don't need to throw him a strike. And that's pitching right there. Now obviously this sequence is about stretching the plate with a multitude of velocities and movements. All the movements go away from the middle of the zone. Now when pitches break off the fringe as much as these, it becomes even more difficult to decide which side of the plate the hitter can protect. Now if he's a left-handed hitter, he's being forced to look away off the plate, all with the notion in the back of his head that his hands, hips, or feet can be moved on any given pitch. Now pitching in and out like this neutralizes hitters who dive out over the plate, as well as those who are dead pull hitters. It's a win-win for the lefty on the mound. Now I encourage you lefties out there to be creative in using this sequence. Read the hitter's swings, his tendencies, talk about it with your catcher, and when working in and out, each time you throw a pitch away, increase the break of the pitch. Now it depends on what you're working with and where you feel the most conviction. Not to mention the hitter's weaknesses that you recognize. Exploit them and then force them to make the adjustment. Now also, when you feel the hitter is showing some vulnerability in his approach to your sequence, a high fastball will add to the dynamic which you created. As everything's breaking away off the plate, he's going to want to see a straighter pitch elevated which he can hit. And when he sees the high fastball, his eyes will light up. However, his hands will not catch on fast enough. So enjoy being in the driver's seat and keep dominating, my southpaw friend. One reason why you should learn to master the slider. It's dominant, plain and simple. Do you need more reasons? Then download the free audiobook where I give you 7 more. If you can think of any extras, please tell me. I'll be sure to put them in the sequel. Although reason number 1 is good enough. Dominance.